Hi, it's Raina from Dreamlight Adventures, and we are starting the Storybook Vale. We've already completed the first quest, and next we're going to do the second quest. These are for Merida, a new chapter. So we've semi-cleaned out the library, and now we're going to go do something else.
I need to talk to you.
Do you see what I mean, Raina? It's impossible to get Maleficent and Hades with all this ink mucking about. My magic worked on the ink before, right? It did. Though the ones I was stuck in were just wee puddles compared to these walls. And why don't you walk up to them and give it a try?
Take care.
Would you look at this gloopy mess? The Lord Keeper once told me that the Vale is held together with something called story magic. It's the warm, fuzzy feeling we get when we share a story we love and pass it on to someone else. I have a feeling you've already got some story magic in you, Raina, but I think you'll need a whole lot of it to get rid of this wall of ink. From what I've seen, you get more story magic by fixing and repairing things around the Vale. Just like when you fix up an old book you love or share a favorite story. Let's remove this wall of ink. You haven't got enough story magic yet, Raina. Why don't you try removing some of the inkies scattered about? I bet if you do, you can collect some of the magic that pops out.
Bye now.
Okay.
Yes. I'll be...
It's so pretty.
You don't say.
So you see this place, Raina? It's called the Bind. I think the name's because it sort of binds the whole Vale together. And it's got stories sewn right into it, from the walls of the cliffs to the leaves of the trees to the paths beneath your feet. It's beautiful.
That's amazing.
It reminds me of my home at harvest time. If you think it's a beauty now, you ought to have seen it before. The poor place has seen far better days. When the never after struck, it went all to pieces. Don't worry, I'm getting pretty good at fixing broken things. The Lord Keeper told me that about you, Raina, and I'm beginning to believe you might even be able to fix all this. The bind needs a heap of work before it'll be back to its former glory. Why don't you try clearing up some of these inkies and catching some of the snippets flying about?
Yes.
And I'll work on the fountains. They're all dried up and broken, but don't worry, I'll get them bubbling again.
I'll be off then. What's on your mind?
Raina, you got all those snippets and cleared out some of the inkies. That's excellent. Unfortunately, I have had no luck at all these fountains. I can't get them to work. I don't know what's wrong with the gamey things. Or gamey. We'll figure it out together. No, I'm not giving up yet. Not after all you've done. I'm gonna figure this out on my own.
You don't say.
I'll just keep at it. Besides, it looks like you're about to have your hands full.
Brilliant.
There's some villagers starting to arrive from Dreamlight Valley to see what all this fuss is about here in the Vale. Maybe you ought to talk to them and make sure they don't step in any inkies or get pecked at by any snippets.
Yes!
Oh look, Mr. McDuck's here. He's a bit of a finky at times, but I've always liked him.
Good day to you.
Okay. Hey, Goofy.
Howdy!
Gosh, Raina, what is this place? It sure is pretty. It's called Storybook Vale. You know, I think I'm starting to remember it. The place with all the books. I hope at least a couple of them are about fishing. Uncle Scrooge and I ought to use this place as an opportunity to expand my business. But I don't know what I'd even sell here in my stall. I guess I should start by finding out what kinds of fish swim in the waters around here. Then I can figure out what kind of spices and vegetables would go with them. You seem to know your way around pretty well. Think you could help me catch some of the fish here? I'll try catching some too, but, well, you know my luck with fishing rods.
See you later! Hello.
Raina, I know an opportunity when I see one. And this place is a grand opportunity indeed, or my name's not Scrooge McDuck. Now it seems I tried to get up a shop here once before, which doesn't surprise me. Why, look at all these books just growing on trees. It's quite a merchandising opportunity. Would you be willing to make a wee investment in my shop in the Vale, Raina? Then I'll be able to sell some exclusive items available only at this location. Well, that would be a dream come true. You'll soon learn, Raina, that all my dreams come true. Because I work hard to make them come true. Let's see. A few gems from around here ought to do nicely. Come talk to me once you've got them.
Goodbye now. Toodaloo.
Did I get any gems? One. He wants 10. You are so greedy, Scrooge. I'll work on the fish first. So, it seems like Goofy wants to sell fish, which he doesn't sell in any of his other shops. That's interesting. Sea wolf. Okay. Sorcerer Hat Hermit Crab. He's kind of cute. A koi. Alright, so I did 3. So I'm gonna stop there and take these two. Goofy, wherever he went.
Howdy!
Gosh, the fish from the bind sure look funny. Hey, I think they're cute. Oh, I didn't mean nothing by it. They look funny and cute. Well, thanks for your help, Raina. Now I know just what to sell in my stall.
See you later!
Alright, so I guess that worked out. Did I get any jewels? Oh, it doesn't actually say I got 10. It must have said it at some point.
Greetings, neighbor.
Hi, this is what I was hoping to see, Raina. Even the gems around here feel like they got a story behind them. I'll get my shop opened for you right away. When you have a chance, send that Merida my way, will ya? We got a lot to catch up on. I always loved trading stories with Clan Dunebrock and Clan McDuck.
Goodbye now. Toodaloo.
Alright, Goofy and Scrooge McDuck are almost open for business. Interact with the Scrooge McDuck sign beside the following to unlock. Goofy's stall in the bind and Scrooge's general store in the bind. So, basically they want money. What? After all you've done, it's the least I can do to open up my shop free of charge? Well, that's unusual. Oh, that's so cute. I love it.
Mark me words, a villain and their riches are soon parted.
Yes. Alright, I got to go in here and see what they got. Well, it's a full store. Finally! Oh my goodness, it's been so long.
Hello. Hey! Thank you kindly.
Okay, and Goofy's stall, where are you?
Hello.
Looks like you and Goofy have already put some work in fixing up the stall. Why don't I finish it off for you? You'll be able to buy all sorts of new ingredients now. But say don't forget to set up stalls everywhere in Storybook Vale. That way you'll be able to keep buying fresh new ingredients.
Good. The sun's shining almost as bright as my money.
So this time we have to pay 3,000.
Hello. Hey!
Alright, so let's see what Goofy's selling here.
How's it going?
Chia seeds. Cauliflower.
Wow!
Barley. Flyleaf feta. Feta yes, flyleaf no. Shovelbird eggs.
Hey!
Ring squash seed. Alright.
Whoa!
Grow some of those things.
So many friends here.
Oh, she's just still staring at it.
What's on your mind? I'm
I
listening.
know just what you're going to ask me. You want to know if I got these fountains working again. Just wanted to see how you were doing.
You can't be
well,
serious.
I'm glad you asked that. At the moment, I'm doing poorly because I still can't figure out what the problem is with these gammy fountains or how to turn them back on. But I did find something rather interesting. There's a secret room hidden here beneath the bridge. Why didn't you open with that? Well, I'm telling you now. Come on, let's go explore it together, just in case there's anything dangerous. We can watch each other's backs.
You know where to find me.
Do you see it? At first I thought it was just a design. But then I noticed there seems to be some light leaking through the sides. Think you can help me figure out how to open it?
Take care.
So my computer froze and I had to come back on. And basically the only thing that happened is just turned around from where I was and interacted with the door, and it opened up, and then this is one of the clues. Aunt Flora, Aunt Fauna, and Aunt Merriweather say that there is only one way to stop the never after. I must set out on a journey and... So this is the little room. And when I go back out, I'll show you the outside of the doors. Okay, that looks like the only clue. So they just look like wood doors right there. I don't know if they'll let me close them again. Not really.
What's on your mind?
This room, this
listening.
must have been a place for the princess to hide. Once Maleficent took over half the Vale, Aurora got worried. She needed somewhere safe to go. I suppose this is the place she found. Oh, look, those bookshelves. One of them is popping out from the wall a bit. You think something could be hiding behind it.
Take care.
Oh, here we go. Interact with this lamp. Ah. Use your royal net on the wheel. Alright, so we've done this before. Can just... Oh. The fountains, I can't believe it, they're back on.
Yes!
Now the bind looks almost as beautiful as it did back before Now the bind looks almost as beautiful as it did back before Maleficent and Hades made such a bloomin' mess of the place. I guess the secret was hidden inside that room all along. It was a strange place, though, wasn't it? If only the princess herself had been in there. We have to find the princess. I haven't seen her in ages. I don't think she's in the bind anymore. Oh, I hope Hades and Maleficent haven't gotten hold of her. But we can't do anything about it at the moment. For now the bind is almost feeling like home again. If only it weren't missing my home. Oh, where do you live around here? Well, since that clarty ink carried away my cottage, I've been staying up at the library with the lore keeper. But it's such a mess. That's barely a roof over my head. I'll lay down some foundations here in the bind. After that, Mr. McDuck will take care of the rest.
Take care.
For now, probably find another place. Let's see, probably in here. Oh, that's adorable house.
Oh, greetings, neighbor.
Why, Raina, are you looking to make a home for Merida? Don't worry, I'll build something that'll have her thinking she's back in Dunbrock. Let's build a home for Merida. So that's 5,000 coins. One home for Merida that'll make the lass feel like she's back up on the Scottish moors. Coming right up.
Yep.
Welcome, Merida.
It's good to see you.
Rain of the Vine feels like it's got a bit of its old magic back.
Oh, you
Everything the
don't say.
lore keeper said about you, I wasn't sure if I should believe it, but if I should let myself hope. But it's true. Some people are even better than the heroes you find in stories. I couldn't have done it without you, Merida. You're a hero too. Reina
Brilliant.
and Merida, creators of our own destinies. I like it. But we can't rest yet. Our journey's just about. But we can't rest yet. Our journey's only just begun. Next, you'll have to get rid of those big walls of ink that are stopping us from getting into Ever After and Mythopia. Tell me more about Ever After. Well, you'll find Ever After on the west side of the Vale. It's a land made up of fairy tales and fables, or so the lore keeper tells me. There are not any fables I know, but they're definitely interesting. They've got mushrooms there as big as a house. Oh, but be careful. I've heard howling from over there that's chilled my blood. You've got to watch out for the dragons, too. They're just wee ones, but their teeth are awful sharp. And the snippets over there are different. They're frogs, hopping all about. As soon as you can, figure out how to reach Maleficent in her castle. But watch out for her. She calls herself something daft, like Mistress of All Evil. Oh, and she can turn into a fire-breathing dragon, a big one. You'd best watch out for that nasty trick. Tell me more about Mythopia. You'll find Mythopia on the east side of the Vale. The lore keeper told me it's a land made of myths and legends, though truth be told, there are not any myths or legend I'm familiar with. They've got huge marble columns there and golden fields. It's quite a sight. Oh, and there are some flying creatures too. Wee horses with wings. Maybe you could tame one. Now the snippets over there are the worst of all. They're wee pixie things that fly around and disappear whenever you get near. Of course, you'll have to find some way to scale that huge mountain to reach Mount Olympus, if you're ever going to find Hades.
Amazing.
As for Hades, well, I used to think my hair was fiery until I met him. But he's a blowhard. Flatter him, and I don't think he'll give you much trouble. How do I get rid of all the ink? Where should I start? You haven't forgotten already, have you? The same way you got rid of the ink that was blocking the way into the bind. Just gather up enough story magic by exploring the bind, clearing away inkies, and catching snippets. Then focus all that magic on the wall of ink. If it were me, I'd start with Ever After. Convincing Maleficent will take some time. And you might even find some other villagers stranded there who can help you along the way. Okay, I'm ready to do this. There's nothing as exciting as setting out on an adventure, is there? To start, gather up enough story magic to clear away one of those walls of ink. And remember, I'll always be here if you need a spot of help.
You've done well. Yes.
Alright, well, we got our second one done. So from here, I'm not sure what's next, but we'll find out together. So I hope this helped you in your quest, and I hope that you have an awesome day and enjoy playing.